job I did recently where a big black oak tree split in half and fell and kind of sliced through a garage and landed on a shed and made a mess. A bunch of trees went down in this freak sudden gust of wind that happened. It's for another tree service. This is Kyle from Top Notch Tree Service up there running that grapple. And this is a cool grapple. This is a homemade thing that a guy named Zeb, another guy locally here with a good reputation of being the real deal tree man, he invented this thing and he painted it Morbark color and put the Morbark name on it, but you can't buy one of these. This is custom. Kyle runs it really good. Kyle's a good guy, so this job is for him because I have a crane. There's the first pick. We were taking them from over there in that other yard and over a fence and setting them down in this spot right in front of the chipper, which was pretty cool. Kyle just flopped that one on the ground and then we picked it up. There's Kyle on the log. That's not something we normally do or recommend. Kyle was goofing around a bit. There's Joe up in the tree. We're taking some picks off the standing part of the tree so that we can get it out of the way of the boom, and then now here we are over picking the stuff. Everything that's not under tension, we're picking off the structure first. So these first few picks, there's no tension on them. They're not holding anything up. They're just sticking up there over the house, over the garage.
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
Here you can see I've propped it both close, so it's barely hanging by a thread on the stump. You can't really see that in the video, but over here you can see I propped it kind of close, and then I've got another prop out there so that when we cut the top off, it doesn't fall down and just rake down through the side of the building and incur more damage than it already has. The prop is not only wedged in there into a shelf that I cut, but I've also tied it so that if we jiggled it loose in the process of making the pick, it wouldn't fall over. So now the load has settled onto the prop. Then it was best for him to just ride the piece out because he needed to be tied into the hook in order to make a good, comfortable cut. You know, it's all about work positioning. Sometimes staying on the piece is actually safer. Not how Kyle was on the piece, but how Joe is. So here you see the forward prop is holding that whole end. We're going to put the ladder on. We have the log under tension, and so now we can take the prop out on that side. Kind of a strange scenario when you're lowering off of something that's held up by your crane. So once that's out of the way, then Joe makes the cut, and nice and smooth we'll lift it out of there. So what these props have done is they've stopped any jostle from taking the tree that's sliced through the garage there and shoving it down further and doing more damage. And I think Kyle thought we were going a bit slow, but I'm pretty particular about these things. I don't incur more damage than was already made by the storm. Here we have two props holding up the piece that's there, it's settled, see? Holding up the piece that's on the roof so that the butt doesn't just come down and wreak havoc. And now we're going to take this piece out. We made the first cut. Now we'll make this cut, and we kind of lift a piece out of the middle. It's kind of strange, you know. You take your piece out of the middle. Once that's off of there, then we get the piece that's sliced into the garage. Notice the two props over there that are going to hold the butt, the part that's in the garage, from doing any more damage. One of them, the one closest to the building here, this little curved one, we're going to take that out before we lift the last piece. This one here, the one that's kind of leaning away, that's doing the main body of work right there. But it's leaning that way so that when we lift the piece, the prop will fall away from the building and it won't fall into the siding or do anything funky extra damage to the building. That's how we always do storm work, is we don't add to the damage that's been done. Joe thought this pick was a little big. I figured since it was a deadlift, you know, we could do it. Watch the prop, it'll fall away. Boom, see? Sure, the building's already kind of thrashed, but no sense doing extra damage. Sometimes people are strange with insurance jobs too. They kind of want you to do more damage. They want to cash in. Sometimes they'll want you to remove trees that are on other parts of the property that had nothing to do with it, and they want you to bury the cost of other work in the insurance job, and I just don't do anything like that. That makes me squirm a little when they start talking like that. Even though it's an insurance company, it's not something I'm going to do. So we just have a couple more picks on the standing side. No sense saving the tree, it is destroyed. Literally ripped in half. Here I'm following the butt log, and you can see that I kind of stop and let the hinge do its work because it's faced away from that fence. If I fell it straight toward that fence, it would hit it. But I'm falling it to the right a little bit. Wait for the hinge to work. Boom. Thanks for watching. Look at that staple right in the hinge. And I missed it.